A mosquito injects under 1 microliter of saliva, and your immune system treats it like a two-stage invasion. That's why one bite can keep itching for days, long after the mosquito is gone. The insect isn't the problem anymore. Your own body is running a slow, second operation you can't see, and it's the real reason the itch keeps coming back. Most people assume the itch is simple. The mosquito pokes a hole, the puncture gets irritated, and it slowly heals like any small wound. That's mostly wrong. A mosquito bite barely hurts in the moment. Its saliva is built to be nearly painless, numbing the site while it feeds. The itch you feel isn't the wound complaining. It's an alarm your immune system raises, and it often peaks days after the skin itself has already closed. Here's what's really happening at the bite site. Before a mosquito draws any blood, it injects a small cocktail of proteins first, compounds that stop your blood from clotting, keep tiny vessels propped open, and numb the area so it can feed undisturbed for a few uninterrupted minutes. Clever engineering for the mosquito, but every one of those proteins is foreign to your body, and your immune system does not tolerate foreign proteins sitting under your skin. Within minutes, immune cells called mast cells recognize those foreign proteins and dump histamine into the area, the same chemical behind hay fever and hives. Histamine widens blood vessels and irritates nearby nerve endings, and that's the itchy, swollen bump that shows up almost immediately. This is wave 1, and it usually calms down within an hour or two. If that were the whole story, the itch would be over by dinner. But for a lot of people, the same spot flares up again a day or two later, sometimes worse than it was the first time. That's not the original reaction lingering or the wound reopening. It's a second, completely separate immune response arriving on its own delayed schedule because your body needed real time to build it. This second wave is called delayed type hypersensitivity, and it isn't run by histamine at all. It's driven by T cells, immune cells that take a day or two to recognize the mosquito's proteins, multiply, and swarm the site in force. That slower, second attack is what keeps the bump swollen, red, and itchy for days after the actual bite is long gone. Two separate immune responses stacked on top of each other at the same tiny patch of skin. Scratching feels like relief, but makes both waves worse. It tears the skin, triggers even more histamine release, and can let in bacteria that turn a simple itch into an infection. It doesn't clear the mosquito's proteins out any faster either. Your T cells are already doing that job on their own timeline, whether you scratch or not. So next time a bite itches on day 3, remember, that's not old damage healing slowly. It's your immune system running a second, slower operation against a handful of foreign proteins smaller than a grain of salt. The mosquito is long gone. Your body is still fighting the evidence it left behind. That's exactly the kind of everyday thing this channel exists for. Subscribe at Cutaway 360. We keep cutting things open.